We are live. Welcome to my video. This is going to be my thoughts on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6, Episode 1, Missing Pieces. The episode is rated TV 14, so will this video be. And like all other videos I've done on this show, there will be spoilers for the episode and all the ones leading up to it, all of which I love. In general, love most MCU and MCU adjacent stuff. Let's dive right in. So glad to be watching this show again. Not that anybody, prevented me from it, but, you know, back pain, yeah. This was yet another amazing season opener. They're 6 for 6. Yeah. They do a really great job setting up a new status quo, new missions. You know, I'm very invested. I want to see them meet back up with Fitz. You know, I'm deeply concerned about just the 4 of them looking for him in deep space without any contact with, you know, Mac and the others. And yeah, I am not sure what to call them, but the group that we meet, the ones who, you know, blow up buildings and such in this episode, yeah, I want to know more about them. I want to know why, you know, I mean, that is Clark Gregg playing a character, but he says he never heard of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I guess it's not Coulson, or it's a Coulson who, you know, maybe from, like, multiverse or something, you know, but yeah, you got me. And yeah, I do think that, let's see if I can get the name right. I think his name is Keller, is, you know, cute with Elena. Yeah, I thought they did a good job exploring, and I'm guessing they're going to do more of that. Mac feeling the pressure of being director, you know. I'm almost 100% certain that I did say, you know, I think he'll be a good director at the, you know, when it was revealed that he would be the pick at the end of season 5. But yeah, obviously there is some pressure there. Let's see. I think that might more or less cover the sort of broad strokes. So yeah, the genuinely fascinating, the thing about, like, you know, I forget what they, let's see, did they end up settling on a name? I like the thing, you know, oh, we can't say Anomaly, we drove that one into the ground last year. Yeah. I'm 100% on board with the canceling of Joss Whedon. He's done some really terrible things to cast members, including women. So, yeah, I'm not going to go over it here. Look it up if you don't already know. Just, yeah, he's a bad guy. I do admire some of this dialogue and like, character arc stuff. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Keller and the other guy with the theory, and I like the bit where, I want to say it's Mac who says, "You're not helping, Fox." Yeah, I mean, might as well call him Fox News. He's making things worse. Let's see, I think that, right, also the Dr. Benson, you know, clever thing of like, oh yeah, you know, May knows him because of Andrew. And, you know, he's like, she said more words to me in one phone call than in all the time that she was with Andrew, you know, just, and yeah, it's one of those things, like, if this was reality, I would hope they could find someone who wanted the job more than Dr. Benson and had less of a drinking problem, but that's gonna be, you know, yeah, I can't help but worry that there's going to be a really important moment where he's struggling because of these things, you know. But yeah, it's drama. It's supposed to, there's supposed to be these, you know, flawless characters are usually boring. Yeah, I like the Elena saying, "You've talked a lot in the last few minutes. Are you okay?" What was that noise? Oh, it's May laughing. Is she okay? And the thing with, you know, the poker face, they need a poker face for fighting? Yeah, it wouldn't hurt, but I was talking about Keller. And I will say, you know, that is a charming joke, the thing about, you know, oh, I've got lots of terrible ideas, you know. And let's see, I think that pretty much gets us Yeah, I thought they did a good job of, at first, I was wondering, okay, so do these guys have powers? But, we see them use a gun and like, gadgets and such, so apparently not. I don't know if they are human, and it's just, the technology that isn't something we know on Earth during the time this is set in the MCU adjacent stuff. Yeah. Let's see. And right, when he shoots the plane, so it crashes. I'm sure it was partially to save money on effects, but I do like the choice that we see it almost entirely from the inside, because there is an intensity there. It puts us right there. Right, and Clark Gregg directed this episode. Good job, dude. Let's see. Yeah, and later, he's he meets back up with the remaining two, and tells them Tinker didn't make it, so we're down to Taylor, Soldier, and Spy. Apparently her name is Snowflake. I thought that was like a nickname or something, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, I think they're doing a really great job with just, we know just enough about them. Okay, so there's something coming. Tinker says that right before he dies. And see, based on earlier stuff from the show, I'm trying to be careful not to prejudge, because maybe he's saying we're going to do this, or maybe he's saying we're trying to stop it, because the show completely bamboozled me with the crap. I think it was maybe the uncle of the Ghost Rider character. So yeah, I really thought, went over that when it was revealed in my video on the episode where that was revealed. But yeah, I think because right now, I'm genuinely not sure if it is like they're trying to stop it or they're trying to cause it. And yeah, the old pretend you're a hostage gambit, very clever, or was a hostage. Pretend there are hostages, and let's see. I think that might more or less. Yeah, the show continues to have really great, like, it's not quite locker room talk, but like, they bust each other's balls. On the Zephyr, when they're talking about, another, what was it, and if we stay out here much longer, there will be a dead body and it'll be his, and then he's like, oh yeah, and it'll be me who does it, so yeah, I thought they did a good job on that. I really do appreciate it. I quite like, let's see, I don't want to say it, Agent Piper. And yeah, I guess we won't see Enoch again, or I guess if Fitz survived, it's not impossible Enoch did, but then Fitz was inside the cryo chamber. I'm gonna miss Enoch, whether we're never gonna see him again or whether we're gonna see him again, and eventually I'll have watched all of the show. Yeah, he's great. Let's see. Yeah, super tense when the Confederacy finds them, and they, there's that thing about they spotted us, they didn't spot us. Oh, they spotted us. And the thing about, if they didn't think we were so powerful, they would have sent a smaller ship. And yeah, loved Simmons talking to the guy, and it's like, I'm not an expert on your anatomy. I will be after I autopsy your body, but I'm pretty sure, just that was, yeah. She's always done the science geeking out thing, but it's only somewhat more recently that she's used it to like torture and stuff. But yeah, it works. Is that really everything? Let's see. I did already skim. I'm gonna real quick do a second skim of the IMDb trivia. So the episode includes an epitaph before the end credits for the late Stan Lee. This was right around his passing. Right. The writers had gone beyond all their initial plans for the series. They had to create new storylines for the 6th season that did not repeat elements from previous seasons. So far, they're doing a really great job on that. It does not feel like, yeah, there's still space, but it's not just the exact same. That might actually be all that I had to say about this one. Yeah, I'm also gonna miss May smirking and occasionally giving advice when the show is completely over. Yeah, they're continuing to give everyone just enough character moments. No one is just like completely forgotten. I feel like I know enough about the characters we meet in this episode to be invested in what happens to them. And also, the returning faces also get just enough that there isn't, when they just had the conversation, but I guess, yeah, technically Simmons didn't agree with them. They made the case, but she never did say that she couldn't make the unilateral decision. So yeah, she sends them into deep space instead of taking them home because, the gut feeling. Yeah, I know they do it a lot on the show, but I don't foresee ever tiring of seeing Fitz looking for Simmons or vice versa, including when at least one of them is in space. Like, it works.